we open on a... Imagine a forest of masts, right? Just on the edge of a series of docks that have been almost built in a rush, without any... It's something organic, built upon layers and layers of layers. There what was most likely been a small fishing village at some point, but that's grown beyond its capacity. Here you can see ships and of make and models from all over. None of them standardized. You can see banners from different worlds, sails from different worlds, woods of different hues and coloration that you would not see anywhere else. This is Wind Crown, one of the main bastions of the Assyrian crown. This is a place where the crown has set up everything that they can do to set up a hub between worlds and exotic goods. That's at least what they're planning. But for now, very much in that mood of something small becoming bigger. Here in this particular island, we can see merchants meet with adventurers, with creatures sentient and not, mixing with pirates, drakes, adventurers, explorers. This is where coin and riches exchange, under the table, over the table, side of the table, I guess. But we are going to focus, as we follow the streets and this heavy set crowd. Again, elves, dwarves, insects the size of men, seemingly talking in cliques, the occasional green skin mixing in with white, purple polka dots, if you wish. But we come to one particular place. One of the older bars and gambling halls here. It's not one of higher frequency. It's not one of the higher ends, but it is one of the oldest ones here at Wind Crown. It's called, appropriately, Windfall. And as we enter, the atmosphere is one of warmth, one of worn wealth. Right? The wood here is smooth to the touch, but there are no there's no gilding, there's no apparent wealth. Everything here is natural in a way. And it's in full swing. The building itself rises up for about 3 stories with a center open area so that you can see from the bottom, you can see all the way to the top, and different balconies with one stairwell doing the whole round. We can see a bar area at the bottom and a series of pulleys, basically, and hooks, bringing up bottles and trays upwards and downwards as the glass bottles themselves reflect different colored lights and give that shimmering effect across the entire interior. We move to as we follow one of the bottles up, we come up to, it comes up to maybe to the 2nd level, as we see a young man Very similar in facial features than one of our heroes, except not yet the disheveled appearance, nor the scars nor the wrinkles on his face of the man that we know today as Farron. We see him basically just reach out and grab, laughing, one of the bottles up, going upwards, clearly to somebody who is not him. But he does it with something along the lines of a habit, as in, this is mine. I can take it. Don't worry. I'll pay for it. Because one of the things is we start to notice as he moves around the crowd with this bottle now uncorked, is that he is the patron of these events for happening right now. As he's moving from person to person, there's a handshake here, there's a hand on a shoulder there, a quick word, a quick glance, a knowing smile, as we're moving from person to person. There's no immediate point to his wandering within the crowd. He seems to know everybody, or if he doesn't, he's pulling off a good show. We follow him across a couple of tables, but we see his attention turning to one table in particular. There's something that seems to draw him towards this one semicircular table at which are seated 2 or 3 people. But there's an empty seat that seems to call to him. You walk up to this table. It's less semicircle than more sort of a crescent moon, where you would have 3 people around and 1 dealer in the center of it. And there, sitting down, is a short man of stature, curly, brownish, auburn hair, wearing the livery of a dealer here, somebody who would work here in the Windfall. And it's some sort of card game, but it's more maybe a sort of blackjack rather than actual poker or something along those lines. But there's something more. It's played with these cards that would resemble tarot. They have specific images, they have meaning, and they can be interpreted. And so it's a game with multiple levels, both gambling and divination all at once. It's something that is very traditional from certain parts of the world from where you're from, but you've never actually seen it played. This is the first time you've seen it here, certainly. And curiosity hooks you. Almost as much as the green eyes of this young man in front of you.
I think you see him move through the space. He's younger, clean-shaven, powdered wig, but nothing too ostentatious, something stylish, something fresh, something young. The clothes of someone who has the money, looks the part, but he doesn't need to perform with the clothes. He brings the performance himself. And he moves through this space with the air of someone who doesn't have the belief, but the knowledge that the world is his to own. Until he arrives at that table. Now this is new. So are you.
Just arrived, sir. Please, sit. Sit.
Don't mind if I
And he
do.
sort of turns to the other two that are already sitting there, seeing you arrive. Again, there's that sort of smile, clap on the shoulder, and said, "Oh, we've had it." And they up and leave, and you find yourself alone at the table. From what you understand, this is a game that is often played one-on-one anyways. But, and now you have this novelty to yourself.
Can't say that I'm too sad to see them go. I mean, they were a bit of a bore, aren't they? Also, as far as I know, pretty broke already, so not much for me to find there.
Oh, no, sir. No. Dead is not a game about money or such. No. It is about the story, you see. See if the cards tell you what... there are choices to be made in the way you play. There is no strategy but just following up on what the cards with another. You see?
I think I'm about to. Certainly have me
Let us
curious
play.
enough.
Yes, let us see what the cards. And there's always a reward for playing, if only a bit of fun, and a bit of absence from the real world. Let us play. No. He starts dealing the cards. It begins very much in a way of a tower reading where you are given a hand. And it doesn't take much to read the hand that you have, and the hand is extremely positive, right? There's a lot of images of that will call out to youth, to adventure, to riches, and it is for you to understand that these, as he explains the rules, that you are to place these cards in the right position, in the right story, and it would bring on the different things.
Alright.
You start playing. And he starts telling the story of... It's, like I said, it's almost like divination, almost going to an oracle or to a gypsy, and he starts basically talking about this... this youth, this adventurer, discovering new things, new promises, all with the backing of a wealthy family. There's a flattery about it, right? This is going to be a good story. And then he sort of goes in and continues, and he prompts you. Said, "Oh, what, you know." Almost like a game of how do you call it? It's like a game of prompts, basically, where you play the card, basically. Right. And there's laughter, there's mirth going on, and it's about in about 15 minutes. And whenever you play a card, it's understood that you take another one from the deck and so forth. And the way he's speaking and those eyes of his sort of catch your attention to the point where you don't really realize just immediately what's going on. Because there's a moment where you're looking at your hand and you're realizing that a lot of the good cards have been spent. But there are others now that have replaced them. Grayer cards. Not yet black or somber, but the gilding has faded. Some of them the same, the ones already played, just worn. If that makes sense. As he continues, you see the story sort of takes a turn. As in, gilded, yes, but there's rust. There's something not quite right about, the wallpaper is crumbling, is drying out, peeling off the walls, in that kind of sense. Where this adventurer, who's very much a socialite, who's going about, well, maybe he's not really reading exactly what one smile might look like, what that handshake ending just too quickly might mean. As you're sort of looking about, we notice that scene of you entering and saying hello. But instead of following you through the crowd, we see just for a second more the lingering faces of those our protagonist has greeted. And there's often a snarl or sneer or just, moving out of the way, people rolling their eyes or snickering. The game continues to the point where you're trying to play the good cards. You're trying to get this back on track. But the cards that you pick up are a spiral. You start seeing the card of the pauper, the card of the loner, or the exiled. And you find yourself hesitating. The game needs to go on. You want to know the story, and those green eyes are just inviting you to keep on playing. And so you play the cards one by one. To the point where you find that you've picked up the last card. And this card is of an emerald green. The Fae.
What in the hells is this?
The end of the game, sir. At least for now.
Yeah, you've been harshing the vibe a little bit, my friend. I think this is not the kind of game that I've been looking for.
Nobody looks for this game, sir. Certainly not the way that you've been playing it all these years. Well, months, I should say.
You're gonna have to clarify this.
Oh, was it not clear, sir? This game, it follows a story.
Are you
Your
threatening me?
Story. Threaten, sir? What consequences could I threaten you that has not already happened?
What do you... Look around you.
Yes, do look around you. But with true eyes and not the ones of your character. Ha, maybe this will help. And he pulls out from his front pocket a first letter. The letter is stamped with the Royal Bank, or at least the branch that is here in Windcrown. Name escapes me, but will certainly come up later. It is still sealed to your name. The lettering is, as you open it up, the lettering is precise and basically announces that your accounts have been depleted. And that by this particular right, any accounts or debts that you would have had will no longer be covered by you or your family.
There's a moment of... It's a vertigo, but it's strange. He's been after the euphoria of the victory, of the win, over and over and over again, chasing the dragon of it. And he was enjoying the life that he had, but with victory and triumph and luck almost naturally on his side for so long, this moment, this nausea, this vertigo is probably the most alive he has felt in months.
The place where he placed the letter was, we would see this from up top, right? He placed the letter, and as you pulled it, we see underneath the letter, we see the card of the pauper. And he says, yes, well,
That can't
you
be.
s-
That can. I would know.
Well,
I would know.
you should, but I do not believe that you have been listening, because if you look around, and he touches the card of the exile, I believe you are the last one to know. I hate to be the messenger, but look around. Read their faces. And as you look around, now any glance that you exchange takes on another meaning. The laughter about how people are handling themselves, it feels like vultures cleaning up the end of the carcass, right? There's an urgency to the food, to the drink, to the interactions, where you realize that the party is happening around you and you are no longer part of it. Do not worry. Do not worry. And he places another folded letter, this time on top of that emerald green card. For you.
Picks it up. Before opening it, he looks at this man just smiling at him from across the table. And I think what he's stuck on is who made this happen? He cannot quite yet believe or understand that this happened. Someone somewhere must have moved against him some way.
You are your own worst enemy, sir. Everything that has happened has been your choice. The cards that you have played upon the deck. But open the letter. Let us see how this chapter ends. As you open the letter, it is again signed upon the back. But while the date by royal standard of the previous one was about maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago, this one is new, as in probably this morning. And it is a rite of debt acquirement, as somebody has bought your debt, all of them. At the bottom, there is signed in green ink the name John Malley.
Who in the hell is... What do you want?
Ah. Well, that, sir, is the matter of our next conversation. Hello, and welcome to this new episode a new session of Upon the Waves of Starlight. How are we all doing?
Pretty damn good.
Yeah, we had a little bit
now.
of
Though.
Better will be the answer for me.
right. So, does anybody want to do a quick recap of the situation and where we all are tonight?
Well, if my mind doesn't betray me, after getting rid of the remaining pirates on the ship that had hit the island, we got to the main island behind it, so basically it was a reef, and we decided to scrounge up all the elements we needed for the antidote. We managed to cure ourselves, and we were on the way to get more ingredients. Gizmo and Pax are currently scouring the forest, and Farron and I stayed to keep an eye out on the beach.
Butcher the boar.
Yes.
And butcher the boar that had attacked us. Which means that I am suddenly under threat of another monster.
We will get there in a second, yes. Right. So first of
You're
all,
twice as high leveled, so you're fine.
yes, and you are now second.
Leveled up.
You're
Level 2.
Freshly leveled up. Yes. So as we find ourselves up against on this black sand beach with these glassy nodules that seem to sort of just lump around. Astrea, you've been I guess maybe walking the shore, sort of trying to keep out, probably looking with your spyglass across the horizon to see if there's anything new that you could discover, which maybe prevents you from noticing just then that slow sinuous wave across the ether, just up on the shore, and as something spiny and serpent-like springs to action, well, we've had you roll for initiative. Now, Farron.
Yes.
As you do have the alert feat, and you rolled an 18, you may, if you wish, give up that 18 to Astrea, should she be willing, and basically exchange your initiative counts.
Yeah. Very happily, if Astrea, you will take that up, because I think you're in more immediate trouble than I am right now, as I am still dealing with some hog.
Yeah, probably. I'll take that offer. And consider it Farron's, hey, look out!
Yeah,
pretty much, yeah.
Behind you!
Well, or in front of you, or look down.
In front of me.
As you pull your eyes from the spyglass, you look down. I am going to give you. This is what you see.
Oh
no!
Nasty beastie.
This is. Well, this is an astral marrow. This is some form of corrupted merfolk, in a way, that have been completely taken over by ethereal poisoning and something along those lines. Yes, Farron.
No, just the internet. We see you. Not right now.
Look, I'm not talking about the shape of water, but I see you. And deny you. As this thing sort of jumps out of the water, almost springing out like an eel, it's holding a club of coral this massive coral as it starts to basically try to either to grab you, bash you, but you understand that it's probably going to try and grab you and probably pull you back into the water. So, as you do act first, and Pax, Gizmo, I apologize, but you will be sitting this one out, I believe, considering the length of usual battles in D&D. That's weird. Okay.
You know, nothing wrong with two lizards farming nuts.
Yep. True.
We are in true shape tonight. So, Astrea, you're up. Go ahead. And you know what? Let's put some. There you go.
Since that thing is right in her face, Astrea will lift her hand up, put it against its torso, probably, seeing the size.
Yeah.
And cast Inflict Wounds, which does a tragically small amount of damage.
Oh, yeah, that's not good.
If it hits. Well, I tried at least. So it's a DC 14 Constitution saving throw.
As you place it, it's an inflict wound. Yeah, it's a Constitution save. Yeah. So as that necrotic energy hits, he does take the 4 damage. As you can see that the there is that as you touch his chest, you can see that the ethereal liquid inside him almost sort of bubbles and sort of there's that hand print of necrotic energy that hits him. He doesn't seem too bothered by it, in a sense where, hit point wise. But yes, it was.
And bonus action, there is a blink of starlight, and suddenly Astrea appears right next to Farron.
Nice.
As I use Starlight Step, which is Astral Elf ability as a bonus action.
Which is not a spell.
A spell. It's not a spell.
Nice.
Right. I had not counted on that. Thank you very much. The creature basically is a bit taken aback as it sees that you've basically teleported away, that it's lost its element of surprise. And I believe we'll just dive into the waves, slinking away.
Fair enough.
Okay. So, don't turn your back to the waves. Got it.
I guess.
That's a neat trick.
Yeah, really helpful. And she's looking at her hand while distractedly talking to you.
Didn't get you, splash you, or anything?
Nah, I'm good.
All right.
What?
Anything in particular you want to share with the class?
I didn't know I had that spell.
Well,
The one I used to damage the merfolk, not the teleporting. That's me.
okay, well, and as she tells me that, I condense the air into a blade once again. I suppose we're all learning things today. Makes the blade vanish.
She's looking at your blade a little bit like, okay. And then it vanishes and she's just going, okay.
Does this happen a lot around here? Like, I can't say I've been seeing. I've heard stories and I've been around, but this is a lot.
I mean, we're on a little sea of magic.
Yeah.
Magic shit is gonna happen.
Magic shit. Oh gods. I probably take care of that meat. There's enough fatty bits to do some preserves, and this we can dry. Should last us a few days if we brash it well. Hell, should last us a few weeks, but doesn't solve the water problem.
No. You've got the compass, right? Or did we give it with
No,
Gizmo and Pax?
I think Pax still has that one.
Oh, well, then, I mean, I hope they'll find some.
That would be nice. In the meantime, hope you don't mind if I keep an eye out on the sea.
Yeah, no. It's not gonna be one eye, it's gonna be both of them, and from not too close.
Great. What fun. And with turning his back to the jungle and with his eyes towards the not ocean, he's going to keep butchering the carcass while trying to spot whatever else might be crawling out of the depths.
It doesn't take very long before Pax and Gizmo, you sort of make your way out from the jungle. You have been fairly successful. You've got a barrel. You've got a barrel full with water, which I'm guessing Pax is still putting on your shoulder. Wait, how strong are you? Muted.
18 strength.
18 strength. Yes.
Rookie mistake.
Okay.
So yes, I think a barrel full of water. It's you can definitely sort of handle that. Gizmo, you've been sort of dragging along a large sack with enough nuts to. This is not going to feed everybody, but it's definitely going to be able to cure everyone. Definitely. And so yes, you basically come out of the and I'd say, Farron, this is when the boar has been butchered. You've taken any necessary precautions with regards to the ether poisoning within its meat. You're good. You're good to go. Yeah, and definitely there's one of the barrels, or there's enough sort of cheesecloth that you found that you can sort of wrap it up in sort of. It won't be. This is not going to be preserved for a long voyage, but if it's just to bring to the other side and feed the sailors that are still waiting for your arrival, it could be. It's going to be enough.
Well, I can't smoke it here, obviously, but we can. Oh, good! As I see them come out. That looks like you've been successful.
Gizmo is easy to throw up the trees.
That was fun.
No bad surprises?
None on our side. What about yours?
Visiting Merfolk, but he went away rather quickly.
Glowy fish. How about that? Fishman. Woman. Didn't ask.
I think they're called fish people.
Yeah, that works. That works. Also, yeah, fair point.
I'm assuming from the tone that you got attacked.
Oh, yeah.
Ah.
You made it, though. Just
So
more than
I see.
Say for everyone else, so I might still count that as a win.
If we've got everything we need, let's get back. There is safety in numbers after all.
Grabs the water, grabs the nuts, grabs the herbs, kind of like whatever I can help carrying to the rowboat.
Yeah, start filling up the dinghy.
I'm just dangling from the back of the barrel that he just lifted up.
I think as we were walking, Gizmo, what are you gonna do now? I mean,
Well, what do you mean now? Do you mean now? Because we are still carrying the stuff to the dinghy.
I mean, you killed your superior.
Yes, and I was very happy in doing so.
You're going to return?
Question for the DM, actually. Did anyone officially know of the change of, like, captain on the ship during the confrontation or not? Because, like, technically speaking, right, my guy, Hadley Coston, was killed during the battle.
Yes.
And then Argo took over, but
Yes.
Argo died right after. So is there any possibility that this official information got out already?
You're
Or?
pretty sure that unless you found, you're pretty sure that it would only be known. Nothing was officialized, or at least that you know. The only people who actually called him captain are the two people that are still alive on that other beach.
Okay. Okay.
So.
Yep. I'm gonna look at Pax quite confidently and like,
Nah, that's really unlikely.
and then I'll keep carrying the.
Yeah, there's no paperwork.
to
I don't think there's been enough enough time for paperwork. No, battle promotion.
What about you?
I
You.
still keeping an eye out for Captain Grisha. Until then, I might as well make myself useful, right?
Fair enough. You've been pretty useful until now, actually.
Not as much as her. And you see there's like a side glance over his shoulder where his eyes basically land towards Astrea.
I don't think Astrea is listening to the conversation simply because she's currently busy helping loading everything on the dinghy and.
Would I have been close enough to you to hear that conversation, or parts of it?
We were walking towards
Yeah,
the
I don't
dinghy
think we are
together, so that's
whispering
fine
through.
for me.
All right. As I set some of the meat packages next to his tray as we're loaded, I'm like, believe that you've pulled.
Say that again, Love.
Pax.
You're breaking out, or we're
Yeah, I
not
think
hearing
we-
full
I think we lost
words.
what you said. Yeah.
So as Farron places some packages of meats and preparations, kind of like next to Astrea in the dinghy, you know, like just a comment of like, I believe that you've pulled. Pax certainly seems impressed with your skills.
I mean, I've got a couple of 100 years experience over you guys, so I hope my skills are good.
Experience on ships.
Fair enough.
Experience in life, my boy.
She looks about the same age as you,
What?
if not younger.
Must be nice.
Except for that dark look behind the eyes, you know, the one that I've seen things, boy. Am I right about that?
Oh yeah. Oh, Astrea is not a peaceful, happy-go-lucky character. Definitely not. And yeah, it's visible mostly in her eyes.
This is the look of shock and surprise on my face.
As you, I think, as you're sort of loading up, there's a clink of glass at your feet, Astrea. As you find an empty, uncorked bottle.
I'll pick it up, look at it. Is it something that we know or can I identify in any way, shape, or form?
Well, I would
Or is there something in it?
There used to be something in it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, I believe we've... I just wanted to make sure that you remember that you've actually found something.
It was the note, but yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I forget who actually had the note in their possession. Who had found
In my
it?
mind, it was Farron, but I might be wrong about that.
I think it could make sense that
I can
was
vouch for
handed
the
to
fact
me.
that I don't have it in my inventory, so
Yeah.
I didn't
that
add it
much
in
I
my
know.
inventory, but it would make sense that I could have kept it. I think it was consulted collectively and then considered in the
Was it
limbo
shared?
of collect.
Was it
I
shared?
think so. I mean, we talked
Yes.
about it
Okay.
because
talked about it in my mind.
wondered
Yes.
if there were still people left to rescue, and then we realized, oh, this is old.
Yes.
So
So,
Yeah.
oh yeah. So I can tell you this. The bottle itself, most likely, I mean, the bottle is frosted like sea glass, with the erosion, with the sand rubbing up against it. This is maybe, I mean, this could be years old, maybe a decade. Corresponding to the time where apparently the legend disappeared.
do we know what kind of ship the legend was? Was this kind of like a sort of like an older ship, like a merchant ship, like a warship, like?
Let me just verify, but I believe it was no, this was this was a pirate ship. This was a Drake.
Right. I don't suppose there's any chance of that thing still being around if they ran aground. I mean, would we spot it from here if there was a ship anchored somewhere on the island, kind of like rotting away without any use?
Not really. I mean, if you look at the map itself, I'll just move you back to the main map. There we go. So you are up right here. You have two sailors that are waiting here. You could guess that. Well, there's still two islands to explore, basically, right? There's a way to the south, and as you're looking about trying to find currents, I technically make me a navigation skill if you want, if you wish, to try and determine where
I'll
this
do
bottle
that.
could have come from. Yeah.
I'll do that if everyone is in agreement with it, and I'll burn a guidance on myself. Well, burn. You get it.
Yep. Okay. Well, you want to roll that d4? Okay, 21. Yeah, as you sort of you take it a little bit higher up. We've established that you've been sort of searching the horizon with your spyglass. Yes, there is definitely a. There's definitely a world where you could sort of guess that the currents are sort of have been brought in. You can kind of see the currents of the ether, and most likely this particular bottle could have come from one of the other two islands down south. You can see the current sort of moving upwards, right?
Okay.
Especially where it is here, it would have come in through this little channel right here.
Okay.
And so most likely a lot of the wait, I'll put up the main currents. Wait, just give me a second. Give me a second. Because I put up this right here. Right. Okay, and change layer to map. Okay, granted these were but actually I am going to these are sort of the main currents. But the way yes, I know that was before you asked me the question, and now I have to redo everything.
Okay.
But no, actually no. This would be correct. This would be more or less the actually, I'm just going to change this one right here. So this one right here. Basically, this one right here. Reverse it. Basically, so it would go up towards up to the up north. So yes, if this bottle was thrown from one of the other islands, it would most likely come from the one at the bottom, Bulwark Island.
X marks the spot.
Yeah,
spot, yeah.
basically.
It usually does.
Are we pirates? I should have made it an X, a red X.
Well,
Oh.
we still need to find something to get us out of here that's bigger than a dinghy. And while I'd be surprised if everything was still in, pristine condition, I suppose the sails must be in a sorry state if they're still there, but worth checking out, perhaps. No?
Did we manage to grab stuff from the ship?
Yes. So there's about
10 days of rations. No, that was from the.
I've got the list here. We
First
found
one. Okay.
19 days worth of rations. Gizmo found an intact keg of black powder. We got a dozen of water skins, but not all of them are filled. 2 of them were filled, and 50 gold pieces worth of jewels and trinkets.
Okay.
I also want to point out that the keg was specifically described as being half gizmo-sized, so that's an official measurement in the world.
It's a half gizmo,
One
also known as, I believe, a hogshead.
Basically.
Victor. Never forgotten.
I looked it up. Yes, it's about half a gizmo. Yeah. So, what do you do?
Let's go back. And I think we're gonna aim for the creek over here and then cross over instead of navigating. It's probably gonna be the easiest. DM?
Say that again? Where are you headed?
I think we're gonna, to Flow Island first.
Okay.
Well, with a quick pit stop to get the 2 injured
The two injured sailors.
sailors, and then over there for the rest of the crews.
Okay.
Drop them off with Barto and the ingredients for the antidote.
Okay. There we go. I've added that extra current to sort of justify your findings.
Do we stick around or do we immediately move back out, considering we have a lead?
Let's see. Let's evaluate how things are. Maybe get a rest if that's needed, and then we can explore the rest of the isles because everyone's going to be looking for a way out anyway. So.
Also, there's quite a few people that might need our help with, not throwing themselves into the expanse. So, getting back to them.
Well, that's what the antidote is for, but yeah.
We also shouldn't forget, since we've seen a few mutineers, there might be others out for themselves.
Oh yeah, no, totally.
Let's be careful about how much time we waste, lest somebody else finds a way off and leaves us behind.
Yeah.
Well, considering that you have...
Oh, right. I forget. You guys need to sleep for like 8 hours, right?
We actually need to sleep, yes.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So we're gonna have to think about that.
You don't?
Oh, 4 is plenty.
Have you never met elves?
I doubt Pax has interacted with elves on that level before to realize they only sleep 4 hours. I think it's more of a I'm not paying attention rather than I've never met one.
Yeah. Technically, they don't.
And I
Elves
think-
don't sleep. They just sort of meditate.
Yeah.
They put themselves in. They sort of archive the days.
And I actually think that Astrea is so used of the to the rhythm of the ships, where you basically are have chords, that she never actually compiles that her friends have been sleeping for part of their resting time. Because life on a ship is weird.
Definitely is.
All right, let's go back anyways.
Well, Pax, you help me with rowing?
Yep. Passing the paddle again, pretty much the mirror image from when we got here. Going shoulder to shoulder with Farron. And
Yeah. Is anybody keeping watch in any way, or are we, or just handling the passive?
Astrea is certainly keeping watch and but also navigating. So
Okay.
busy rowing, so
yeah.
I'm pretty
Yes,
sure
not
he
keep-
would just doesn't.
not-
would just
yeah.
don't care. He would
Keep
just.
an
go
eye
with
on the waves.
Don't
Yeah,
think I can.
yes, sure. Trust me.
And then he kind of tried to scuttle behind Pax to try to hide himself and sleep.
Oh, to sleep. Okay. Okay. I think that could somebody roll me just roll me a d20. Let's go for a luck check.
Ooh,
I wonder what I didn't roll yet.
that's always fun.
Okay.
11.
11.
Okay. There's
No!
there's a
Yeah,
moment-
we're back, baby.
Oh,
Okay,
11 is enough. I don't need the 2,
Wow.
but I'll take it if you
Right.
give it to me.
first roll counts.
Yeah. Sure.
I'll change that rule next time.
Giving him too much power.
I think that as you are you're using sort of the current to move back to Flow Island, and you're sort of making good progress. Listen, Oz. How are we on time? Can you remind me? You had a short rest.
I think all of us were
Yeah.
cured, but that was
Yes.
after I think 6 hours.
6 hours. Another
6 hours.
hour.
7 hours.
7 hours.
My
Oh,
mistake.
7. Okay.
Yeah, because you had the short
I don't
rest.
know.
Then there's the gathering, and so you're in your 8th hour right now.
Yeah.
And you know enough, Astrea, probably you as well, Pax, that some of the weaker constitutions, this is where it starts getting messy, right? We're entering the stage where not everybody might make it. And so then I guess there is a certain urgency in your paddling going back.
We still have because we were able to make enough of the cure for the 4 of us, but I think we had a couple of cures left. No.
I wrote down that we had enough to make 12 antidotes with the first stuff that we rounded
Yeah,
up.
right. So we should have 8 left.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
More or less, as in
better than
sloshing
nothing.
around in some cauldron, basically.
Yeah.
As you move back to Flow Island, there is a moment where, let's say, so Astrea, so Farron and Pax, actually everybody here, make me a perception check. Astrea, you're going to go up normal. Farron and Pax, you are at disadvantage because you're rowing.
Okay.
And Gizmo, do you even want to make a roll?
How much time has passed since we started like rowing?
Oh, this
Because
is
Yeah.
if it's
Maybe
been
what,
more like
20
than
minutes?
10 minutes.
20 minutes.
Okay, no, I'm still sleeping then.
You okay? You're
Yeah.
My
I'll
guy.
ask though, does Gizmo snore?
Yeah, a little bit.
okay.
Every
I
time your
can
snore
imagine
gets
that-
too loud, you might get hit by the back end of the paddle a little bit. Like,
I don't imagine the old man snore, but kind
Yeah.
of. Yeah.
Okay. Astrea, as you're
Yes.
looking forward and backwards, still, I think, affected by that chance encounter that you had with that Murrow,
Yeah.
you spot coming in from an angle, as you're moving from east to west, to use that colloquialism, but they seem to be coming from the north, sort of at an angle towards you. You see, just as you see 4 sort of shapes moving about. They're not the same sort of how should I put this? It's not the same sinewy eel-like movement that you saw
Yeah.
previously. This seems to be bigger, broader, as in pushing the ether just in front of them. There's that shimmer just in front of them that sort of prevents you from identifying what they are, almost like the fish moving through translucent kelp, right? Whereas they illuminate when something moves them around, and you can see this shimmer, these 4 shapes moving towards you, and very much in an intercept course.
They're aiming for the ship.
Yes.
Yeah. Brace yourself, we've got incoming. I will tell everyone loud enough to wake Gizmo, I hope.
Yep.
And I've been on the sea long enough to know what the sounds of big whales or other predatory sounds could be that there are in the sea, right?
Yeah. Okay. Make me a nature check.
Couldn't be history, could it? No, I'm just kidding. It'll be nature.
I mean, if somebody wants to help her out by trying to.
Not sure. Would it make sense for me?
I've got something else I want to do, so...
Okay, go ahead,
I don't
Pax.
think so.
Since the secondary task on my ship was helmsman, I kind of am assuming something big is incoming for the boat, and I just want to use my skills to twist the dinghy in such a way that we don't have such a big impact zone.
So you're moving sort of backwards so that you face the back?
Yeah, to basically kind of become a thinner target, so not everything could ram us in one go and capsize us into the ether straight away.
The way that now all of you, even Gizmo, as you sort of look at Astrea, you're pointing in the direction. It's not too far away. And you notice that these 4 rippling effects sort of, they not surface, but they break the surface of the ether just enough so you can see a series of fins. The way they move betrays a group of 4 rather than one singular entity. But it also means that you do recognize what these are. In the way they're moving, the fins that are characteristic. Well, here you are.
Yep. Okay.
That's a lot of appendages.
That's a lot of
Way
appendages.
too many appendages.
As
That's
you
at
can
least
just
4 too
see,
many.
so you can just see just up right under the surface. You can see the flat sort of shelf that they have just on top of the head that sort of keeps it level with the ether. Those 2 fins around the shoulder blades, sort of that one fin's over just above the shoulder blades, and those just the 2 eyes that sort of peek out and under, and they seem to be interested. They move like they move smoothly, but it is not fins that propel them forward, but these long sort of undulating tentacles and these arms that sort of move them forward. So it gives them that sort of almost sort of like a wiggle waggle as they move forward, which is characteristic. Now these are nicknamed wolves not because of their appearance, because they seem nothing like wolves. But you would know, Astrea, that these things are nicknamed wolves because they hunt in packs.
Which is why the first thing, Astrea is gonna continue on with her plan, but just switching from a predator to basically the ship's weapons. So I guess any ship will have a way to defend against the very aggressive sea life that the Astral Sea had.
Yes,
that
and
the
you are
Aetherial Sea have.
you are in a dinghy, which means that the only weapons are yourselves.
Yeah, I know. But those weapons make sounds.
How do you mean? Thaumaturgy.
The weapons make sound, and so I can create the sound of those weapons, recreate them, to try to impress and at least make them stop for a moment.
Okay.
Ooh.
Huh. Interesting technique. Yeah. I would say.
I mean,
So first of all, Pax, I'm not going to make you a navigation roll with this, because you managed to, by your description, match my map, so that's perfect. But yes, you sort of managed to arrange yourself between a couple of these outcroppings of reef to make sure that the wolves only have sort of the back of your vessel to them. as they move in. So Astrea, as you cast it, you're going to try and recreate the sound of a cannon or the sound of something along those lines.
Yeah.
Okay. Make me a animal handling check.
Ooh. Okay.
18. Okay. So as there's a, I mean, describe the sound that you want to set up.
So it's going to be because there are more magical weapons, so it's probably going to be a type of zapping, very typical zapping sound of probably something close to electricity that would come from, I imagine, like pronged weapons, because let's be real, a cannon against sea life is not really efficient, but maybe a harpoon type device, weapon that would try to really zap those creatures would be more like it.
And you're hoping you're hoping that they know enough about they have enough experience that they would recognize that kind of thing.
Yeah, and at least have a hold.
Okay. Now they don't necessarily seem phased at first. Right? As you launch the sound, there's maybe you can see the ripples through the ether as it manifests that vibration. But they still seem to follow. They seem to be, the vibration hits them. They seem to be perturbed by the vibration itself, but not by the implication of it more than enough. However, what you do have is as one of them sort of peaks, you can just see there's a series of lights that sort of start to line up against that cranial shelf. And then almost like pinpricks of light and stars themselves rise and shoot in your direction.
Those things have distance weapons?
So those things have, at least the first one is going to retaliate against you by casting Magic Missile. So, yes, that is...
Yikes. Okay.
4d4 plus 4. And that's 4.
I've got no spells left, guys. The only thing I have is cantrips.
So as the I need to check again, but I'm pretty sure that that's what he casts. Yep. Okay, cast Magic Missile. So I'm guessing first level Magic Missile, which is 4d4, right?
Is it one per person, or is it everything on one person?
Pretty much all on you, as they've identified. I will allow Pax and Farron to sort of, if they wish to take one of each.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Sure.
Right. Okay. So I'll.
Or at least try and, as I see it, kind of like pull Astrea out of the way.
That's not going to happen. You need to maybe you've got just enough time to maybe pull up into the path. Pax would be more or less, which means that I'm going to say that Astrea, you take 4, Pax, you take 5, and Farron, you take 3. As this spread of magic basically rushes in your direction, Astrea, and one of them hits you, but the other two sort of, it's not the precision of a wizard, it's sort of an opening shot to whatever might be in that area, and the 4 hit. Gizmo, you were just sort of peeking above, you were still considered unseen. But now I will have you all roll for initiative.
So how much damage does Pax take?
5.
5
force.
All right.
Wow.
I took
All right.
4, right?
You
I
took
heard
4. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, let's go for initiative.
That's my answer.
Okay.
Do not know. I think I'm going to roll twice again. Did I roll twice? No, I hope not. I need to click my token.
Click your
first of all.
token. Yeah.
now-
Gizmo, same. I'll add you to turn
I didn't-
18.
Anything yet? No, not yet. Let's go.
Oh, there it is.
Yep. Okay, that's a 17. Do you wish to exchange your
Yes,
initiative with anyone?
I was gonna say anyone who I think Astrea once again. Feel
No.
free.
Go ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
Okay,
Go ahead.
sounds
Yeah.
good.
Honestly,
Gizmo, Pax. I think
everyone.
you're all set.
Yeah, everything's long ranged. I'm a fighter. I do have ranged weaponry, but I might be better going a bit later, seeing how things progress. So if you want to go first, I'm willing to trade.
Okay. Sure. In which case, I'll grab your 23 since I have a bit.
Okay.
I have better range options.
All good. I'll take your 17.
Good.
Alert, feed people. It's better than you think. Right. So Farron, you are, as you've just been hit by this this beam of essentially pure magic. No, not necessarily. It would be the magical equivalent to static electricity, as in naturally occurring. You're pretty sure that these creatures, just by weaving their way through the ether, gather up sort of as like a static charge, and you've just been thrown this charge at you.
Okay. Well,
You also notice, I'll say this for the others, you also notice that the same sort of lights exist on the other three, but have died upon the one that just shot.
interesting.
So the one that I marked in yellow, that's the one that basically threw out the sparks. The others still have that... actually, I'll do the other way around. I'll mark the ones that still have a charge. There we go. Wait, 23, right?
Yeah.
I don't know why I put up 18. Right.
Uh,
Oh, because you just re-rolled another 18.
Yeah. Anyway, there.
Okay, Farron, you're up.
Okay, so first thing, I got hurt. Don't like getting hurt. So for my bonus action, the ether crystallizes around me once more. Armor of Agathis, thank you. Short rest. I get 1 spell slot back. And then.
Don't you have 2 spell slots right now?
Am I level 2? Do I have 2 spell slots?
You are level 2.
Oh my god. 2 spell slots. Oh my. Still, I think Armor of Agathis is my first instinct. And then, because no 2 spells in the same round, but I still have my cantrip option. So the blade manifests itself and kind of like I'm going to take an aim at one of the ones that haven't fired.
Remember, manifesting the blade is an action.
Oh, true. Never mind that then. And instead, I am going to just point ahead, and I am essentially sort of like energy is going to focus in my hand, kind of like the blade itself, except it's just going to shoot forward.
I mean, you still have the the half blade from as a focus, so we can still do the slash.
I'm gonna do just that then.
Okay.
With the Eldritch Blast, with the added feature that essentially I want to get those things away from me, and since I took Repelling Blast as one of my newest invocations, that's if I hit, it's going to be pushed away by 10 feet.
Okay.
So
I'm going to give them half cover because of the ether themselves, so the AC is going to go up by 2.
That's fair. That was always allowed. Let's go for a hit.
A 16 is enough. Which one are you fighting? Aiming at?
I am going to look at one of the ones that haven't quite fired their thing yet.
Yep.
So if we are looking at the map,
left to right?
Interested in the right one, second one from the right.
This one right here. Yes. Okay.
This.
Yep. Do the damage.
So we have a hit, And so that means 1d10 of damage.
Mm-hmm.
9!
Very nice. Okay.
And 10 feet, please.
And let's just push it back this way. Okay. The hit
And that's my
is significant. As you punch through the wave, you can see it sort of dip under. No, I think it pushes it back. So it's you see it basically sort of almost fly out, and you can see it's in full glory, the long sort of arm at the back, as it sort of does almost a flip backwards, basically.
Okay, that works.
Okay, that's your turn.
That is my turn.
Gizmo.
Okay, I want to look behind me. What are you, Pax and Astrea, going to wield? Like, do I see you taking out a sword, a bow?
You see Pax swing the longbow off his shoulder.
Okay. And Astrea, what are you-
Astrea's probably going to channel some more magic because
Okay, fair enough.
she looks like she's gesturing.
Okay, so Pax is the one wielding weapons, so I look up to him, I tug on the armor, I guess, and I'm like,
Hey, give me your bow. I need more or less 5 seconds. 6 at most.
and as I touch the bow, I want to also showcase my new abilities with level 2 using enhanced weapons. So that's +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls with the bow.
That remember, any normally it's done during the course of a long rest.
During the course.
Yes, so at the end of a
that's
long
when you
rest,
did
you
it.
can choose which infusions you get. So
I thought
basically,
it was
it's done
just-
the work.
No,
during-
at the end of the long rest, you get a use. That's
No.
how it was.
the placing your hand and enchanting a weapon is called magic weapon. That's a spell.
So the artificer infusions have to be done through
Yes.
time, like it's
Yeah.
like a ritual, basically.
It's more than it's a tinkering. It's literally you enhancing spending time to enhance the weapon. So either scrimshawing or
it's
whatever. Yeah.
Not that quick.
No,
I
unfortunately.
see. Well, in that case, we will retcon the whole thing
Sure.
that just happened. And as Pax is wielding his longbow, I'm going to wield my light crossbow.
Okay. Again, like I said, the AC is +2, so it's a 15. Which one are you aiming at?
I'm gonna get this one next to the rock.
Okay. Actually, yeah, I'll give him a bit. I'll give him an extra cover because of the rock. But go ahead.
Yeah, Gizmo is not a tactician as
Yeah, fair enough.
So also, I'm not very confident of. Wow.
Ooh, yeah, there's a dink as one of the arrows hits the rock and sort of flies into the ether below, never to be
I think
seen
I got
again.
something. I think I got something.
Yeah, you hear the impact. Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be my turn.
Yeah. Okay, Pax.
Pax already in mid-swing for his longbow, just plugs it up, clicks open a hip quiver that he's got, pulls out an arrow that's still quite damp, no matter what he tries. Aims it down the line, and I'm gonna go for the one that's as much in the
Yeah.
open as possible, but unharmed.
Okay, go for it.
Oh, what's
Once
that?
again,
That's not a
as
good roll.
The arrow sort of skips as you're trying to. It doesn't penetrate the water enough. The flat broadhead just hits it and it flips like a rock. Basically, just flies over the.
Boarding arrows not meant for fishing.
They're not. Right, Astrea. Unless Pax, do you have anything else that you wish to do?
No, I think Pax is immediately gonna stow his longbow back over his shoulder and think of the next thing to do.
Okay. Astrea?
Astrea, so That's just to clarify. That's the one who shot his.
No, that's the one. So the other three.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually.
So this one is the leader who shot the first volley, and we can see him, right?
More or less. It's a bit difficult to see him behind the rock like this.
I don't need to target him with a weapon, but I need to be able to see him at least a little bit. So that was my question.
Yeah, he's. I think he would be visible. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And Astrea probably crouches up on the dinghy, and she concentrates, does a gesture, and you've got the impression that night concentrates a little bit around her form if you're looking at her. And as she gives a command, that light, like a spike, aims towards the creature. I am going to use command with flee.
Does it mention that it needs to understand you?
I can check that. Nothing mentioned about understanding, but I am going to display it so that everyone can check with me. It's I speak a one-word command to a creature I can see within range. The target must succeed a wisdom saving throw or follow the command on its next turn.
Huh.
That is interesting.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you, and I'm gonna ask this question right here, right now. In what language do you speak that command?
I feel it's a trap. Don't reply.
I mean, it's probably the language she's been taught to use with creatures and magic, so it's gonna be Celestial.
You speak Aetherian, I think.
I understand Aetherian.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, this is a
Could somebody look
5.5
up?
change.
Could somebody look up to see if command
PhD
works?
2024, remove the clause about the spell has no effect if the target is undead, doesn't understand your language, or if your command is directly harmful to it. So that is no longer part of the spell as per 5.5 rules.
Okay, right. So let's go for it. I think there's a moment where the words. You push the word, the word flee, but there's something along the lines of, it doesn't come out just right. There's a strange sort of, you fumble the word and it comes out as something different, but you understand it as the word flee. It is what? It is a wisdom saving throw.
DC 14.
That is a 14 on the die.
I have the impression that I burned through all my spells, and none of them were actually decently efficient.
Sorry.
I'll point out that last session you healed me from the brink of death to full health. Thank you very much. That one was good. That one was really good.
Caveat: no offensive spells were actually efficient.
Did I hear Astrea just say flee in Aetherian?
Do you understand Celestial as well?
Not Celestial.
Okay. You heard... yes, you understood the meaning, but if not necessarily the word. But I think you understood... Yes, I think... yes, I think you would have heard her speak the word, yeah. Just need to verify something here with regards to the language. Here we go. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you can replace her, but only if you understand that. Yeah, you need to have sailed 30 years to have basically learned it by osmosis. So yes, it's. I think it's because it's a word. I think it's because it's a word of. No, I'll leave it to that. You spoke the word flee in Ethereum, and you understood that you did it, which you should not be able to.
Probably that the spell didn't actually land because Astrea was so surprised at herself that she didn't keep her concentration on long enough.
Maybe. Is there anything else?
Not really.
Okay.
Shit.
So it's going to be the wolf's turn.
Yeah.
And they are going to basically come here. There you go. So what they're going to do is basically, there's a moment where they rush forward. This one is sort of basically limping back here, as it is incredibly hurt. I think what it's going to do is it's going to do something on its turn. Yeah. But I would like all four of you. Astrea, you said you stood up?
Crouching, but I probably got back on my ass because that's the smart thing to do in a dinghy.
Sure. Everybody make me a strength saving throw.
Oh.
And I'm going to put the DC at... So difficulty 13.
Ooh. Nice.
Okay.
Double 15s. Love to see it.
Nice. Very, very nice. So I think, yeah, just Astrea. I think that the idea is, Astrea, you sort of got up. You got up. Maybe you're trying to push down. But it's enough as the three of them sort of rush the embarkation. They basically use that flat surface and they just bash into the boat, moving basically the boat, sort of rocking the boat, and you find yourself slipping backwards and falling overboard.
Fuck, seriously?
But that is their turn, except for the one that was hurt, that is going to retaliate against Farron by releasing its charge. And so you are going to take this time the full brunt of 4d4 plus 4.
Ugh.
Right. Wow.
Brother, ugh.
I'm one off full damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very happy that I put on that armor though, because if I hadn't put it on, I would be down.
That would be that's.
Where's shield when you need it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I might need to learn that trick. Also, it takes 5 points of retaliatory damage from the armor.
Check. I think that's just part of the on close combat. Please check.
That is a good point. If I melee attack, never mind.
Thank you.
Never mind.
So yes.
Gizmo, we're gonna need your barrel now.
Oh, fuck me. These
Yeah.
things are fast.
So basically Farron, these four motes of light basically hit your armor almost in straight succession. The first one hits, there's a great crack among the ethereal armor that is there, and then the other one just compound, and as the thing shatters, you get basically Yes. Star of the Fist of the North Star, like ba 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 ba. And it's you don't necessarily see the wounds themselves, except underneath you can already start feeling the bruising. But the skin isn't broken. It's just pure magical force that hit you in. And that one is going to lose its charge, and it's going to be but that one's pretty much out of combat.
Where's Astrea?
From the side of the.
Do you assign the damage on your character sheet?
Yo. I'm gonna do that because
Just because I enjoy very, very much seeing that number go down on my screen.
Wow. You're such a dear beloved friend of mine.
Hey, look.
It might be a bug on my part, or it might be because the characters are too close together, but I'm not seeing Farron's health bar.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Secretly immortal.
I might not have changed those. Let's go to map. There you go. I might. Yes. Well, I'll handle that.
No,
I'm in danger.
For the cleric, it's pretty important to know.
Does that change it?
Wait.
Yeah, now I see it.
Okay, and for some reason, is that the only one you can't see?
All the rest is good.
Okay.
Cool.
Yes. Okay. So that's going to be the wolf's turn. Farron, you're up.
The armor is gone, except it isn't, because I'm going to do that again, because if I don't get any extra protection, I'm kind of screwed, so I'm using my last spell slot, to recast the armor.
Mm-hmm.
And because it worked so well the first time, I'm just going to try and Eldritch Blast another one. No, actually, never mind that. Never mind damage. Astrea, can I reach her and try and pull her out of the water?
Sure. Well, yeah.
Pax will have more. Will do it more easily, and you do more damage than him. So I would say.
I was about to say, I've got her! Get him off the ship! I've got her!
Yeah.
Okay. So the one that is right next to Astrea.
Yeah.
So this little asshole. Same thing. Repelling blast.
Okay. Go ahead. This time I'm gonna wave the half cover because they are pretty much there.
Okay.
So that's a 13 to hit. Oh, okay. Yep. So 16 is a hit. Do the damage.
Okay. No, you don't.
Come on, give us something good. You can just click on the pink.
Okay, that's 7 damage. And 10 feet back.
And 10 feet, please.
There is literally, the force of the blast, it almost sort of craters the water as it moves backwards. Which I kind of believe that if it repels 10 feet in the air, it should do less in water, but we'll discuss that later.
Fair enough.
Right, is that your
The
turn?
Warlock did. That is my turn. Bonus action, and unless I can use my movement to try and get the dinghy to haul ass away from this, which I don't think I can do on my own, that's about it.
No, plus I immobilized it on the map layer, so you're stuck here.
Charming.
Gizmo, you're up.
Fellas.
Well, I will use my action to actually roll out the small powder barrel and put it just on the border of the dinghy.
Yeah.
And I'll be like,
We need something to light it up! Quick!
You've got that with you. Not a problem.
Yeah.
oh, okay. Then I'll use my full turn to just light it up and shove it into the faces of these nice guys.
Yes, object interaction. I'm pretty sure you've got something along the and just let me just find the. Okay, so I'm going to give you a token here, and I want you to tell me where you throw it.
To blow up the ship.
Don't blow up the diggy.
Controlled by Gizmo. Right, so Gizmo, you have the red thing. So tell me where you throw it.
Is it normal that I see a duplicate? Like I see two of them?
No, there should only be one. But just handle the one that you move.
Okay, so this one, okay, because I want to put it like here, basically, to throw it in between the two that are closest to us.
That's too close to the boat.
Yeah,
I don't know the range. It's a small barrel. I don't know the range, but I don't think it will.
Make me a. You know what? Make me a make me an intelligence check.
Okay, I'm pretty good with intelligence. Just everybody calm down, okay? Just.
Weren't you a gunner on your ship?
Okay, 20 total. That's...
Yes. So you do know that this thing, basically. Right, a cake of black platter, if set on fire as an action, burns for 1d4 rounds, then explodes, dealing 66 fire damage to creature and objects within 15-foot radius, and making a loud noise that can be heard from 300 feet away.
But this is half my size. It's not a full keg.
It is, but that's the cake.
Ah, okay, that's the keg. Okay, perfect.
Okay. Basically, yes. If they say as an action or part of the action used to light it, the creature can roll the keg up to 20 feet away from it. Right. You know how to. I'm going to put in with that 20. You know how to light a short fuse and just. But I'm going to ask you to make me a strength check to see how far it can get. How far you actually can get it. So I'll say this. On a 20, it goes up 15 feet.
Okay.
And for every 5, it reduces. So if you roll, let's say under 10.
So, strength was one of my.
Yes, so definitely your dump stat. Yeah, I know.
Cool. Yeah. That's cool.
No, this thing weighs way too heavy for catapult. But
oh,
Jesus! Okay, that is the crit that you needed right there.
That's cool.
We love to see it.
So I'm going to say you throw it. There's a moment where I think you start to throw it, and maybe you slip on something on the bear, and it just gives that extra lift.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
So an accidental throw, which is a perfect, and just lands into the ether. You know what? I'm going to. I want you to. Normally, if you click on the token.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see at the top of the screen a series of little?
Yeah, red, green, and blue. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
No.
Do you see bump initiative? Do you see that or not?
Bump initiative. No.
Okay. So I will be rolling. Basically, roll me a d20, and that'll be this barrel's initiative. I want to know when it blows. Basically.
Okay.
That's an 11. Yeah. So that's gonna happen soon.
Perfect.
Oh boy.
That's what we need.
Still in the gator?
I got you, Captain. Don't worry.
To be fair, I do have an extra trick up my sleeve. I still have a step.
True.
Right. I have something. Right. Okay. Perfect. So Pax, you're up.
All right, shenaniganery, dear DM.
Yes.
Pax is going to move to the very front of the boat. First thing he's going to do at that point is reach out to try and pull Astrea out of the water. So that's going to be my action, I assume.
Yep. So make me an athletics.
Athletics. All right.
16, ample.
16. So I literally just reach out, grab Astrea's arm because I'm assuming she's also outstretched. Just clasp it by her elbow, pull her up to the front of the boat. And I don't really have an ability or anything, but what I want to do is use the formation we're on the boat right now to have the weight distribution set in such a way that the boat, the backside, would be tilted upwards a little, ready to receive the wave of the explosion to push us forward, riding the wave of the explosion away. Basically just pushing the boat in such a way that the boat doesn't backflip, but rather rides the wave that will ensue. With just body weight and movement.
I think in real fluid mechanics, you would need to have the weight at the back of the boat because otherwise it's capsizing and just being thrown overboard a bit. Let's see.
No, it's the other way around. If a wave pushes you forward and your backside is too heavy, you're gonna slip and you're gonna do this.
Basically, surfboard. You want to set up the surfboard, which is slightly downwards.
Exactly.
And then,
exactly.
Okay. This might be interesting. Okay.
I've been grabbing ropes and whatever to brace. By the way, I'm not doing this naked.
Here's the thing. Gizmo.
Yes.
I want you to as this thing detonates. I want you to roll 66 for me.
66.
Yes.
Nice.
I'm stressed. My heart is going dunk, 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 dunk.
So,
Okay, pretty good.
even if they had succeeded on their saving throw, that's enough. Right? This is more than twice their so the two here are gone. Vaporized. There is only one thing. Fire interacts with the ether. So instead of the satisfying boom and plume of water that you might have, basically you have a 30-foot tall plume of burning ether just lights up like a pillar of flame coming down from divine justice, or downwards up. Basically, you are pushed by the whole thing. So Pax, you had sort of prepared yourselves with this. So I'm actually going to ask everybody here to make me a dexterity saving throw. Pax and Astrea, you both have advantage here because Pax, you are bracing. Astrea, because you're basically lying down in the boat. But Gizmo and Farron, as you are, this explosion is basically rushing you, and I just want to see how fast you fly through the air compared to the boat. So, yes. So probably nice. So Gizmo, you're okay. Astrea, you're okay. Pax, you're okay.
Not 20!
Jesus Christ, guys.
Give me physical tasks, guys. Physical tasks. Let's do this.
That is a good roll.
And we're just waiting for Farron. Come on.
I think.
Yes.
Very nice.
Nice.
So all of you managed to sort of brace the thing. The explosion is sufficient that there is there's a push, and then the ether that has basically been vaporized, the rest of it sort of swarms in, creating this vacuum, right? This siphon of ether, and so you are pulled back. You're pulled back into it. As you sort of catch yourself, look up, the wolves have disappeared. Well, at least that last one that was pretty much looking at you funny. The two of them are vaporized. They completely vaporized. And you have no idea what happened to the last two. Your ship is not in good shape.
Yeah.
I'll put it that way.
How's the cargo?
That?
The cargo is... I'm going to put it this way.
Oh no.
I was about to say I was going to consider that dexterity saving throw also a bit of a skill challenge to kind of see what happened to the boat. Considering that all of you hit 18 and above, you're okay.
Nice.
The damage to the boat is nothing that cannot be fixed, but it's definitely taken quite a bit of damage. It would be considered not necessarily bloodied, but it would be maybe a quarter down hit points, if that makes sense.
Okay.
How far off are we from our destination in this case? From Flow?
About 15 minutes.
Yeah, so we can
Yeah.
near merit.
You can
Flow
definitely
and-
you can get to Flow, no problem.
Okay.
But just say that, if Gizmo hadn't rolled that nat 20, you might be floating on. You might be flowing back to Flow on driftwood.
Yep.
Okay.
We should hurry along. We're almost there.
Yes. Because this is going to attract attention. Let's not stay close.
Yeah. Drops to a seat, grabs the oar, and just starts again.
Astrea is probably gonna crouch along mendable parts of the ship and start, as the others are rowing, just putting her hand over things and mending the ship where she can.
Remember, mending is not really something that can be used to kind of thing. Mending is two pieces over about 30 centimeters, and it takes a minute.
I know. We've got 15 minutes, so if there's a chunk of wood that's been displaced or so, she's just gonna smooth it back in.
Okay.
I'm gonna help her with my own mending, since it's a cantrip I have as well. So.
Yeah. Any little bit helps.
Yeah.
Sure. Just remember, it is specifically mentioned in the book that mending cannot be used to repair efficiently ships. This is a canoe. Fine. Just remember, it's stated in the book.
Yeah.
On that note, before we get you back to Flow Island, let's take a break here. Okay?
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
So congratulations on surviving your own disaster. And
you.
allowing me to show what happens when ether meets fire.
Yeah, I've got a big marking now in my notes that says, "Do not start ether fires. Boom, boom plus ether is dangerous."
Gizmo has got the same exact note, but
Don't-
it says the opposite. It says
Don't
that-
threaten Gizmo with a good time.
Yes, I love that the accent put on the same sentence is not at all the same for Pax and Gizmo. On that note, if you're watching this far, thank you for watching. We will be back for the second half of tonight's session. See you then.
See you then.